Imagine buying a premium wool suit in New York, then ordering a rack of Australian lamb at one of the city's finest restaurants. At first, those products seem completely unrelated. One belongs in the fashion industry, the other belongs on a dinner plate. But they may have started with the very same animal. In Australia, a single sheep can create value long before it ever becomes food. It produces some of the world's finest wool, supports a multi-billion-dollar meat industry, and helps supply more than 100 countries across the globe. So how did one of the driest countries on Earth turn millions of sheep into one of its greatest economic success stories? The answer begins long before a lamb ever takes its first breath. Most people hear one number and immediately stop listening. 79 million sheep. That's nearly 3 times Australia's human population. It sounds unbelievable. But surprisingly, the number itself isn't what makes Australia's sheep industry extraordinary. The real story is what each sheep is capable of producing. To many people, a sheep means one thing: meat. But to Australian farmers, one sheep represents multiple industries operating at the same time. Before it ever enters the food supply, it can produce premium wool year after year. That wool may eventually become luxury suits in Manhattan, high-performance outdoor clothing in Colorado, or designer fashion collections in Europe. Only later does that same animal enter another global supply chain. Its meat reaches restaurants, grocery stores, and hotels around the world. Its skin becomes leather. Its natural oils are used in cosmetics and skincare products. Even byproducts that most consumers never think about are transformed into products used by other industries. In other words, Australia isn't simply exporting sheep, it's exporting value. And that's exactly why the industry has survived droughts, market crashes, and changing consumer tastes for generations. But building that kind of system begins with something incredibly fragile: a newborn lamb. Because no matter how advanced the industry becomes, everything depends on whether those first few weeks go according to plan. Every billion-dollar industry has a vulnerable beginning. For Australia's sheep industry, it starts with a lamb weighing only a few pounds. Farmers carefully plan breeding seasons, so most lambs are born during spring, when fresh grass is plentiful and mothers can produce enough milk. Timing isn't just important, it can determine whether thousands of lambs survive. One unexpected cold rainstorm, a sudden temperature drop, or several days without enough pasture can dramatically increase losses across an entire region. Nature doesn't care about business plans, and that's something Australian farmers understand better than almost anyone. The first hours after birth are critical. Every newborn lamb must drink its mother's first milk as quickly as possible. Without it, the lamb's immune system begins life at a serious disadvantage. For many Americans, it's easy to picture farming as tractors, machines, and modern technology. But moments like these remind us that agriculture still depends on biology. No machine can replace a mother's first feeding. No computer can control the weather. No amount of technology can stop every drought. That's one reason sheep farming remains one of Australia's biggest economic gambles. The rewards can be enormous, but so are the risks. Once lambs grow stronger, they enter the next stage of life. And this is where the industry becomes surprisingly controversial. If you've never worked on a sheep farm, some farming practices can seem shocking at first. One of the most debated is tail docking. For many viewers, the question comes immediately: why would anyone remove part of a lamb's tail? Animal welfare groups have debated the practice for years. Some believe it causes unnecessary suffering. Many Australian farmers argue exactly the opposite. They say the procedure helps prevent a condition called fly strike. When flies lay eggs in damp wool around the animal's tail, the developing larvae can cause severe infections that become life-threatening if left untreated. Supporters argue that preventing that suffering outweighs the short-term procedure. Critics believe better alternatives should be developed. It's a conversation that continues today. The same applies to vaccinations and parasite control. Millions of sheep spend their lives outdoors across enormous grazing areas. That freedom comes with constant exposure to parasites and disease. Without preventive care, entire flocks could suffer. This is where modern farming often challenges our assumptions. Some practices look uncomfortable in the moment, but are designed to prevent much greater suffering later. Others believe the industry should continue searching for more humane solutions. So here's a question for you. If a medical procedure caused a small amount of discomfort today, but prevented a far more painful disease tomorrow, would you support it? Or should modern agriculture find another way? Let us know what you think in the comments, because this debate is far from over. And as you'll soon see, keeping millions of sheep healthy is only possible because of an invisible workforce that most people never notice. When people imagine a sheep farm, they usually picture one farmer watching a flock from the top of a hill. The reality couldn't be more different. Managing millions of sheep across Australia's enormous landscapes would be almost impossible without an invisible team working behind the scenes. Some of those workers aren't even human. Border collies and Australian kelpies have become legendary for a reason. With only a few commands, one well-trained dog can help move and organize hundreds, sometimes thousands of sheep, far more efficiently than people ever could. But even the smartest sheepdog can't be everywhere at once. That's where technology takes over. Drones patrol remote grazing land from the air. GPS systems help farmers monitor animals scattered across miles of open country. Electronic ear tags create a digital identity for every sheep, recording its age, health history, vaccinations, and movements throughout its life. Think about that for a second. Many of us couldn't tell you where the steak or lamb chops we ate last week came from. Australian farmers often know the complete history of the animal. That level of traceability has become just as valuable as the meat itself. Because today's customers aren't only buying food, they're buying confidence. Confidence that the product is safe. Confidence that it meets international standards. Confidence that every step can be verified. And that confidence becomes even more important when Australian lamb begins its journey across the world. But before that happens, the sheep creates one final product that many people consider even more valuable than the meat. Most haircuts cost money. This one makes money. Every year, millions of Australian sheep are carefully shorn before the hottest months arrive. To someone watching for the first time, it may simply look like another farming chore. In reality, it's the beginning of a global luxury supply chain. Australian merino wool is considered among the finest in the world. Its fibers are incredibly soft, naturally breathable, and exceptionally durable. That explains why you'll find it everywhere, from hiking gear worn in the Rocky Mountains to premium business suits in New York and luxury fashion collections across Europe. For many sheep, Wool provides years of income before the animal ever enters the meat industry. That's one of the biggest reasons Australia's sheep business has remained so resilient. If meat prices fall, wool can help support farm income. If wool prices weaken, meat exports may keep the business profitable. Instead of depending on one product, farmers rely on multiple sources of value from the same animal. It's a strategy that has helped the industry survive droughts, economic downturns, and changing consumer demand for generations. But eventually, every sheep reaches the final stage of its journey, and that's where one of the world's most efficient food systems begins. For many people, this is the part of the story they never see. Long before Australian lamb appears in an American grocery store or restaurant, it travels through an incredibly precise system built around safety, quality, and consistency. Before transportation, sheep are sorted and inspected. Animals showing signs of illness don't simply continue through the system. They are separated for further evaluation. Specialized transport vehicles are designed to reduce stress during travel, because stress doesn't just affect the animal, it also affects meat quality. Once the sheep arrives at the processing facility, every step follows carefully controlled procedures. The goal isn't simply speed, it's consistency. Every cut has a destination: premium racks for restaurants, legs for retail markets, ground lamb for food manufacturers. Other materials support industries ranging from pet food to pharmaceuticals. Very little goes unused. That surprises many first-time visitors. What looks like a single processing plant is actually connected to dozens of different industries. After packaging, every shipment is carefully labeled, inspected, and placed into refrigerated storage before beginning another journey across the Pacific. Some shipments travel to Japan, others to the Middle East. Many arrive right here in the United States, which raises an interesting question. If America already produces millions of pounds of meat every year, why does it continue importing Australian lamb? The answer isn't because America can't raise sheep. It's because global markets demand different products, different seasons, and different qualities at different times. In today's world, food isn't just local anymore, it's global. At first, this seemed like a story about sheep. Then it became a story about farming, then technology, then global trade. But perhaps it's really a story about something much bigger: connection. A newborn lamb in rural Australia may one day become the wool in someone's winter coat, the lamb on a family's dinner table, or part of a supply chain stretching thousands of miles across oceans. Every stage depends on people who rarely receive attention: farmers, veterinarians, shearers, truck drivers, factory workers, inspectors, port operators. Each plays a small role in a system that feeds millions of people around the world. Of course, questions remain. Can industrial farming continue expanding while protecting animal welfare? Can the world keep food affordable without relying on systems this large? Or should the future of agriculture move in a different direction? There are no easy answers, and that's exactly why conversations like this matter. So we'd love to hear your opinion. After watching the entire journey, what surprised you the most? The technology, the incredible logistics, the value created from a single sheep? Or do you believe modern farming has simply become too industrial? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your answer may reveal just as much about the future of food as it does about this remarkable industry.